So usually coming in the clinic, so we need 3 positives, right? And so the 3 that I'm going to go for first are going to be the Gainslens, the thigh thrust, and then the sideline compression, and then finish off with the sacral thrust, because now I have to change, position. So I'm going to do everything I can in supine, then the sideline, and then the prone position last. If I suspect SI joint, I'm already pretty confident. I get 3 before I get to the sacral thrust. I need to go through and do that. If I've gotten my confidence that truly is the issue up high enough. If I go through and I'm trying to rule out the sacroiliac joint, I want to make sure I really go through that whole series, right? So what I'm going to do with him is start him off in that position where he's angled, right? And so I'm going to bring your knee up here. Would you hold on to that for me? I'm going to keep a lot of pressure here. You okay with that? All right, now I'm going to let this leg off the table. Let me know if anything changes. Anything change with your pain there? No? Okay, I'm going to put pressure there. Okay, yes, no, either way, fine. Bring it back up, put his foot down there. Good, put this leg down for me, just this one. Good. I'm going to go, if I did the Gainslens this way, I'm going to do the thigh thrust on this side, and then I'm going to step sides and come back and do the same thing there. So here, here. Any change with that? Okay, good. Can you move your hips over to that edge and keep your chest in the center there? For me. All right, same thing, just bring this knee up to your chest. Hold on to that, keep it really close there. As I take his leg down, I'm watching and monitoring here to make sure that his back isn't arching. Any change in symptoms there? Good, okay, pressure. Okay, bring him up. Foot down, foot down. Let's bring this leg out straight. There. Okay, good. Now can you roll onto your side facing that way? Good. I'm going to press down here. Let me know if it changes anything for you. Pressure there. Yes or no. Okay, and then go onto your stomach. And any changes with that. All right, and so it's pretty quick to really go through, the whole cluster there, and do that.
Hey Ray, just for clarification, because this Faber is on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
you went through the Laslett Cluster,
Yes.
which doesn't include the Faber test.
Right, very clear.
But the Faber's in, there's another cluster.
Fender Wolf.
Okay, but just if you're talking about, you might want to specify, just like practical purposes, or just so you know, like if you're wanting to get the 3 out of the 5, if you're talking about the Laslett, the Faber wasn't included in that study, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I typically, you're right, yes, I typically will use the Laslett Cluster. I don't particularly like the Faber for SI, but it's there.
Can you say again what order you just did those tests in?
So I did Gainslens
Okay.
on one side with the posterior thigh thrust on the other, and then switched that. Right, so I did Gainslens with the hip going extension here, thigh thrust here, came over here, Gainslens, thigh thrust, then did sideline compression, and then prone sacral thrust.
So what's the 5th?
The 5th one is the gapping,
Yeah.
and so a couple of things with that. If I get through all of those and I'm sitting at 2 tests, then I have to decide, okay, am I going to do the gapping for my other test, or you could come and do the Patrick for your 5th test. But if you're sitting at 2 after going through those 3 tests, chances are it's probably pretty negative. If you've hit 3 already by then chances are it's positive. I don't think the gapping is all that useful of a component in there, so that's why it's like the last one on my list to go back and do.
I'm just wondering why it's not as important, since when you want to know whether the SI joint is having problems with the compression or the tensile, and that would kind of clue you in on
The tensile you're getting you're getting the shearing going getting the shearing, the same thing, kind of going through with thigh thrust test.
Right.
I'm testing those ligaments here. And then same thing, I'm testing shearing with the sacral test. I've not seen in clinic in people that have positive SI tests, that's the problem. I don't find gapping to be positive very often. So I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, let me be clear. I'm not saying don't do the test ever. If you find it useful, fine. I put it as the last one on my list, but I don't find it to be positive in much of anybody. I mean, do you have a different experience with it, or?
No.
Yeah, it's down to, it's just, it doesn't seem to be positive on hardly anyone. Maybe someone who's really has a very painful SI, but if someone has a really painful SI, well, I've already had 3 before I got there.
Right.
So that's why I use that one as kind of the last piece to it.
Why is it called the sacral thrust? You weren't doing like a high velocity, low amplitude, or is it just a PA more, or is it?
Yeah, it's a slow pressure.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know why they called it the sacral thrust, but.
Okay.
All right.